Imagine you want to apply the rule. Well, you know, I'm a man. I'm a married man, and I want to avoid at all times to be alone with a woman. Well, I must say, you know, I challenge you in modern society to do this. I would say you can't. You know, just, you know, I have had the responsibility to evaluate at some point. I think I had to evaluate 17 co-workers in the office. Some of them were women. Evaluation is supposed to be private, you know. You close the door. No one is supposed to hear what you say. Well, praise Yahweh, no one ever accused me of doing anything wrong, but, you know, it would be easy. You know, you could say, well, there's an appearance of evil. You know, he was in his office and he closed the door, and he was alone with a woman. Well, I must say today, at least in the Western society, this is an acceptable thing. No one will normally assume anything wrong behind it. You know, he's evaluating her, you know, to see if she will get a bonus or not. Yeah. So obviously this is a private conversation, so you need to close the door. So I would say try to do it, but I'm afraid that if someone really wants to accuse you of evil, they will always find a way to do it. Still, use wisdom and discretion and try to avoid all appearance of evil. Is there another slide? Number 7. Abstain from fleshly lusts. 1 Peter 2:11, Galatians 5:16, Proverbs 6:25.
1 Peter 2:11. Beloved ones, I appeal to you as sojourners and pilgrims to abstain from fleshly lusts which battle against the being. What means that? 6:25. 5:16.
Galatians 5:16. But I say, if you walk in the Spirit, the lust of the flesh will not overtake you.
Do not lust for her beauty, or let her captivate you with her eyes.
Very, very clear. Abstain from fleshly lusts.
Temptation there. What is
Maybe I might add, for those who are married, it's okay to lust after your own wife. So yeah, you might call that's also a fleshly lust, but of course this is referring to sinful fleshly lusts.
means of adultery and temptation there? What is the difference of temptation and adultery?
What is the difference between
Temptation and adultery.
Temptation is still at the heart.
But they are
Didn't do it yet.
Well, Joshua had a lot to say about that. If you look in a certain way at a woman, to lust after her, then you have already committed adultery in your heart with her. That's what Joshua says. This does not mean it's a sin to look at a woman. I mean, if I say Shabbat Shalom, well, then probably if it's a woman, I'm looking at her at that time. I don't know about here in the Philippines, but at least in the West, when you shake someone's hand, you look at them. You don't shake the hand. That would be considered rude. I hope it's the same here. So don't feel offended if I look at you when shaking your hand. Yeah, it's all in the heart. Huh? I mean, let's say a painter. Of course, let's suppose he's painting a dressed woman. You know, he might be looking at that woman for several days, you know, he wants to make a quality painting. Well, hopefully he's not lusting after her, he's studying, you know, each part of her nose, ear and whatever, you know, to make a faithful painting. So yeah, it's in the heart. As we read in Galatians 5:16, if we are in the Spirit, then we will not lust. Or put otherwise, if we lust, then we are not in the Spirit. So we should try to stay in the Spirit, always guided by the Spirit, always try to stay close to Yahweh. Then finally, number 8, abstain from getting drunk.
What is drunking master? What is the drunking master there?
Isaiah 5:22, Proverbs 20 verse 1, Proverbs 31 4, 5, and Ephesians 5:18.